What happens when you take one of the most popular wireless earbuds from Baseus, the WM02, you level it up with features which literally check all the boxes and more impressively, keeping it all under $50? Well, you actually get the all-new Bowie WM05 ANC wireless earbuds, which I'm actually wearing it right now. Oh, and before we start, I just want to say that this video is actually not sponsored by Baseus, nor is it actually sponsored by anyone. I actually bought the WM05 with my own money, and I've actually been using the Baseus Bowie WM05 for about 4 weeks now. So first of all, in terms of design and build, WM05 comes in 3 colors. There's white color, there's black, and there's blue. So the overall design of the WM05 is actually very chic, it's very stylish. And of course, if you wish to check out the rest of design and build, feel free to check out my full unboxing video of the WM05, whereby I also did a full comparison of the physical outlook with other ANC wireless earbuds such as the Redmi Buds 3 Pro and the Redmi Buds 3 Lite. Now, in terms of comfort and fit, now the earbuds actually weigh around 4.7 grams each, and I'm actually wearing them right now. So you can also head over to my unboxing video, whereby in the later part I also did some kind of like a mode shot, how the earbuds look like on the left, on the right, and on the center. Even though the shape of the earbuds is a little bit asymmetric, but after you wear them, they're very comfortable, and it kind of like the weight is pretty evenly distributed. The sides are actually slated here. The top is actually narrower, the bottom is actually wider. This part, it actually makes it actually very easy for my fingers to actually grab them, hold them, and put them into my ears. And even if I need to do some slight adjustment, to get the right seal and fit, it's actually very easy. I don't actually get to accidentally, touch the touch command area. Now, the round pointy tip, which also houses the circle LED light, it will actually naturally tuck itself under this part of the ear, which actually gives it a very firm hole. So it's actually pretty snug in my ears. WM05 actually has a pretty short ear tip. So the good thing is that the earbuds actually doesn't go very deep into my ear canal. It just go in slightly. So for some of you here who are worried about, things going deep into your ear canal, don't worry. This one just going slightly. And the good thing is that the WM05 actually doesn't trap any heat. So you won't feel any ear fatigue at all or any ear pain. Next, we come to the most important thing, and that is actually the music quality of the WM05. Now, Baseus uses 10mm audio drivers for the WM05, and it actually supports AAC codec. The overall sound quality of the WM05 is actually surprisingly good. In fact, on my very first impression, I was quite stunned by the music quality. It's actually able to pump out. Not only that, but it actually has a pretty decent sound stage, which is actually something I was always missing in earbuds which are on the lower to mid-end ANC wireless earbuds. Besides that, bass is actually pretty great. It's very strong. You can even get the good taps from like the darker, the deeper sub bass. So if you want even more bass, you can actually go into the Baseus app, whereby you can actually play around with the equalizer in other areas such as like vocals and instruments. It's pretty clean, it's very nice and very sharp, and they don't sound too harsh or too bright, which is very important. So overall, I would say that Baseus actually did an excellent job in terms of the audio tuning for the WM05, and that's actually a good surprise, considering that Baseus is a pretty young player in the wireless earbud sector, when compared to the other big boys. Now, in terms of ANC, a few years back, active noise cancellation feature, or ANC, or even transparency mode, was mainly found only in expensive premium earphones, such as the Bose, the Apple, the Sony, the Sennheisers, and usually they'll cost like $200 and upwards or even more. But nowadays, when you look at the market right now, whether you're going to Amazon, Walmart, you're going to Shopee, Lazada, we're actually able to enjoy decent ANC features in more affordable wireless earbuds like the WM05. And of course, within the Baseus app, users are actually able to find a sub-menu which is called ambient sound, which comes with 3 different options: the normal mode, transparency mode, and noise reduction mode. Now, when you touch on the noise reduction mode, you'll be presented with 4 different options. 3 of them are actually preset, 1 of them is actually custom, so they're namely commuting, indoor, outdoor, and custom. So for each of the first 3 options, which are the presets, right? So the ANC processing chip within the WM05 will cleverly reduce certain type of noises to suit the corresponding environments, right? So for the custom, on the other hand, you actually have the option fiddle around, play around with the ANC, how much, what's the level from 1 to 10. That aside, what impresses me even more is actually the transparency mode. Now, Baseus somehow managed to strike a balance. So the sound which comes through, it sounds very natural to me. There's not much processing done to it. And that is actually almost like little to no hissing at all. It's just that too bad that Baseus doesn't offer the same type of adjustment options for the transparency mode, just like the ANC. So the transparency mode, it only has 1 level, and that's it. In terms of battery life, the earbud itself is actually rated to last up to 5 hours with no ANC on, based on music listening at 70% volume. Now, on my own testing, when I switch on both the gaming mode and the ANC mode, I was only able to get close to 3 hours. So clearly, when you activate both features together, when you use them together, battery life of WM05 actually drains pretty fast. Also, from my own experience, the left earbud tends to die slightly faster than the right earbud. Now, moving on to the charging case itself, it's actually able to provide an additional 23 hours of battery life, so giving users up to 28 hours. So it takes less than 60 minutes to charge the earbuds to 0 to 100. And of course, a rapid charge of 10 minutes will give you around 2 hours of music with the earbuds. To rejuice the charging case, it takes around 1.5 hours via the USB-C cable. When it's actually charging, the LED light on the front will be like pulsing red color. And once it's 100% charged, it will change to a solid white color. The charging case of the WM05 do not support wireless Qi charging. So overall, I would say that the battery life of the WM05 is pretty on par with what the company claims. In terms of connectivity, the WM05 uses Bluetooth 5.2 and it does not support multi-device connection. The initial Bluetooth pairing with my phone or my Android, my iPhone, my PC, my MacBook and my iPad was very effortless, and a faint single beep on the earbuds will actually indicate that that is a strong connection. And once it's actually connected, there's actually no fixed master and slave. You can use the individual earbuds immediately. The WM05 actually has a dedicated gaming mode to reduce sound latency down to 38 milliseconds, but we'll talk about that in a bit. But first, let's talk about the touch commands. Baseus actually opted to use touch control for the WM05, which is something I've actually grown to be familiar with a lot of Baseus earbuds. The touch area on the earbuds are pretty sensitive. They're also very responsive. And of course, users can actually further customize the commands via the Baseus app. And of course, speaking of the app, now the WM05 actually will have a lot more features via the Baseus app, and you will actually get the full experience. A lot of features are actually readily available, and the main screen has all the standard stuff. You have the battery life of the earbuds in case. You can actually select the ANC transparency mode. You can locate your earbuds. You can get the EQ, and there's also additional settings all around. So in terms of working out, like gymming and jogging, etc., going, exercising. Now, for some of you here who have a slightly more active lifestyle, do take note that the WM05 do not have any proper dust and waterproof rating. So far, it has been fine to wear them for like jogging and light gym sessions, but I definitely do not recommend the WM05 for more intensive workout and wet activities or wet sports. Now, who would have actually imagined that such tiny fellas has a gaming mode. Now, Baseus actually claims that the gaming mode on the WM05 is actually able to reduce sound latency down to 38 milliseconds. Now, when I was gaming, I actually feel the difference. It's actually much faster with the gaming mode. But the thing is that when it comes to like watching movies and videos on YouTube and Netflix, I don't feel the difference at all. But I still feel that it will definitely come in very handy for some users who are actually experiencing sound delay issues with their smartphones, especially when they're watching videos on YouTube or Netflix. Next, in terms of microphone quality, the WM05 has 4 microphones in total, so it's actually 2 microphones on each earbud, which I feel that they actually did an excellent job both indoors and outdoors, and that actually includes like walking along busy roads, crowded streets, and even in cafes and restaurants. Though I actually struggled to capture my voice clearly when I was actually sitting inside a bus. I mean, that's due to a lot of sound generated inside the bus. My voice was quickly overwhelmed by the loud noise generated. So to demonstrate the microphone quality of the WM05, the following segment is a series of sound clips, so do put on your headphones. This is how your voice will sound like on the iPhone 12 mini. This is how your voice will sound like on the iPhone 12 mini. Hi everyone, this is Johnny here. I'm currently indoors and I am doing a microphone test on the Baseus Bowie WM05. Do let me know what you think of the microphone quality. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Hi everyone, I'm currently walking along a busy road and I'm doing a microphone test on the Baseus WM05. There's having some breeze, some wind, so do let me know if you can actually hear the background noise and the wind noise. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hi, I'm actually outside walking along a busy street. See there's a lot of people around me. And I'm doing an audio test on the Baseus Bowie WM05 ANC wireless earbuds. So do let me know what you think of the audio quality. Testing 1, 2, 3. Everyone is joining here. I'm currently sitting inside the bus and I am doing a microphone test on the Baseus WM05. So do let me know what you think of the microphone quality. Testing 1.
Testing 1, 2, 3. This is a mic test on the M1 MacBook Air built-in microphone. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is a mic test on the M1 MacBook Air built-in microphone.
Hi everyone, this is John here. I'm currently using Zoom to do audio recording of the Baseus Bowie WM05. I'm currently indoors in my room, so do let me know what you think of microphone quality. Testing 1, 2, 3.
So in summary, let's take a look at the pros and cons of the Baseus Bowie WM05. Now in terms of pros, ANC is good sound quality, very usable microphones, yes, cool design, great low latency, and of course full app support. In terms of cons, I would say that it actually lacked the ability to actually adjust the transparency mode. It has no wireless Qi charging, there's no multi-device support, it has no proper dust and waterproof rating. But of course, putting all this aside, are they worth it? Should you actually consider to purchase the Bowie WM05 from Baseus, or should you consider something else? Well, from my own opinion, the Baseus Bowie WM05 may not be their most expensive flagship model, but it is definitely one of Baseus' most well-rounded sets yet. And in fact, I would even go on to say that it's one of the best pair of ANC wireless earbuds under the $50 range. Even though having dust and waterproof rating and wireless Qi charging would be a real cherry on top, but it is already checking so many boxes found usually in more premium ANC wireless earbuds. And I feel that it's actually an excellent choice, the WM05, for anyone who is actually looking for a strong pair of wireless earbuds for music, for movies, games, podcasts, and including everything in between without breaking your bank. So if you want to check it out, I'll drop the link down in the description below. You can go and check it out. And there we have it. This is actually my personal view of the Baseus Bowie WM05 ANC wireless earbuds. My name is Johnny. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.